evening, everybody. I am Dr. Shankhadeep Pramanik, working as a senior consultant cardiothoracic surgeon in Ruby General Hospital. In this World Heart Day, the objective of our talk today is to understand about the heart attack, its causes, and preventive measures which can avoid a heart attack. Knowing this will help us to take the right steps towards the strengthening the heart health. So nowadays we can see there are any young patients. We are getting so many young patients who are suffering from the heart attack. We have done so many cases in Ruby Hospital. The age of the patients is less than 30 years. We have seen and less than 40 years. Between 30 to 40 years, we have done so many cases where we have seen this kind of patients are suffering from the heart attack. So what is the cause of this heart attack in this young kind of patients? Previously, we have seen this kind of heart attacks are occurred in elderly patients, more than 50 or more than 60 years. But nowadays, we can see patients are suffering from the heart attack less than 40 years. So what is the cause of this heart attack? So how can we tell the patients to keep their heart safe and what to be done to keep their heart safe? So we are discussing this thing in our World Heart Day. So give some little bit introduction regarding the heart. The heart is the most essential organ and it is a non-stop functioning is crucial for survival. So it functions as to pump the blood in all over the body. So if heart stops pumping the blood will not go to any organ of our body like brain. Our major organ is the brain, kidney, liver, gut, limbs, the blood will not go. So what will happen if blood is not going to any other organ? Perfusion will not be there and the function of that organ will be impaired. Like if the blood does not pump the blood into the kidney, the creatinine goes up, patient will not suffering from the high creatinine and there will be no urine will be there. If patient blood is not going to the liver, what will happen? The liver function of the liver will be impaired and there will be increase in the bilirubin, SGOT, SGPT, other things will be there. If the blood is heart is not pumping the blood into the brain, what will happen? The patient, there will be some comatose or will occur. And most of what will happen? That is called low cardiac output. If heart does not pump the blood sufficiently into the lower limbs and all the organs of the body, that syndrome is called low cardiac output syndrome. That is very difficult syndrome. So to prevent that syndrome and to prevent heart attack, we have to see what we can do. So first is, what are the symptoms of the heart attack? The symptoms of the heart attack is a chest pain. The most important symptom is chest pain. The pain will be in the chest, in the left side of the chest, and it will be radiating towards the left hand. Sometimes it will be radiating towards neck, jaw, back, but classical is the patient will be suffering from the chest pain radiating towards the left hand. And what will other things will be there? There will be simultaneous sweating will be there. The patient will tell you there will be chest pain, sweating, and sometimes patient will tell you there is a heaviness over the chest. But an elephant is sitting over the chest, like a heaviness over the chest. So these are the symptoms. These are the signs and symptoms of the heart attack. And another thing, vomiting will be there. Some patients vomiting will be there, nausea will be there. Patient will tell some dizziness will be there. All those things will be there. But in case of diabetic patients, there will be no chest pain. Classical chest pain will be not be there in case of diabetes. So we have to be very careful. This patient who are suffering from a diabetes, that in that kind of patient, chest pain will be not be there. So what should be there? Patient, there will be sweating will be there. Other things will be there. So this kind of patients come to us very late because once heart attack will be there, the function of the heart will come down. Normally, our pumping action of the heart is 60 to 70%. In that diabetic patient, what will happen? Sometimes the patient will come to us when the heart ejection fraction is less than 30% because patient doesn't know. Patient doesn't suffer from any chest pain. So patient will come to us when the heart function of the heart comes down very less. In that kind of situation, patient will come down. So what we have to do? We have to see the patient's We have to see the patients carefully, and we have to see the patients carefully and advise the patient what to be done. So what are the things we can keep our heart healthy? Number one, if the patient is suffering from diabetes, if the patient is suffering from hypertension, or if the patient is suffering from hyperlipidemia, what are the medication patient should take? He should take continuously. Some patients will come to us and tell us, sir, I am taking medication for hypertension, and after taking medication, the hypertension come down and I have stopped the medication. No, it should not be it should not like that. You have to continue the hypertension medication because hypertensive patients are more prone for heart attack. If patients are suffering from diabetes, so what we have to do? We have to control our diabetes. If patient is on medication, anti-diabetic drug, or patient is taking insulin, in that case, we have to take the insulin continuously. You should not stop the medication. And if there is a patient is suffering from hyperlipidemia, that means her cholesterol and triglycerides are very high. This kind of patients are very prone for heart attack. Because what is heart attack? The vessels in the heart are the coronary artery, which is over the heart, which is supplying the heart. There is a calcium deposition in the coronary artery. If there is a calcium deposition on the coronary artery, the blood flow will be less. And the blood flow, if the blood flow is less, patient will be suffering from chest pain. First, when he walks or when it exerts, that time chest pain will be there. But after sometimes, when the coronary artery is completely filled with calcium, patient will be suffering from chest pain for any time. When he walks, when he eats also, then patient is suffering from a chest pain. So this is the important thing. If the patient is suffering from hyperlipidemia, high cholesterol and high triglyceride, this kind of patients are suffering from heart attack or more. So we have to take medications, and we have to modify our dietary habits and modify our lifestyle, so it will come down. The hyperlipidemia, the cholesterol and triglyceride will come down. So these are the things. The causes of heart attack are hypertension, diabetes, hyperlipidemia. Smoking is very important thing. Smoking is very important, but smoking does not cause heart attack only. It causes lung cancer. So smoking is very, very injurious to health. So if any patients are suffering from smoking, or anybody is smoker, I should always tell, stop smoking first. Then you come to the doctor's chamber. First you stop smoking, then you come to the doctor's chamber. Because smoking does not affect the heart also. It affects all the organ. Its peripheral arterial disease is also very much possible due to smoking. So in this case, smoking should be completely stopped. So what are the other things? Family history. If any family, if mother, father, or ancestors are suffering from the heart attack, in that kind of patients, in that family, the heart attack is more prone. So in that kind, what should we do in that family? The children, the guys who are suffering or who are adult but more than 35, 40 years, they should undergo EPO regularly every 6 months, and they should consult the doctors to see if there is any chance of heart attack or not. So these are the things we have to see. The causes of heart attack we have already discussed, the 6 causes, and one is environmental factors. So what I told? One is diabetes, one is hypertension, one is smoking, one is hyperlipidemia, one is environmental factors, and one is genetic factors. Genetic factors is already discussed, and environmental factors, some kind, what are there? In some states, the heart attack are more prone. In Punjab, you can see in Punjab, incidence of the heart attack is more because the guys in the Punjab always eat roti with pure butter over that. That is the only cause. That is the cause, of heart attack. So now come to the young patients. What happened to the young patients? Why the young persons are suffering from the heart attack nowadays? Previously, we have to see heart attack more than 60 years, but nowadays we are seeing the patients are suffering from heart attack less than 30 years, less than 40 years. What is the cause of that? The cause is the stress, anxiety. That is the most important two things, stress and anxiety. If these fellows are marketing fellows and they have given a target, you have to complete your target in this month like this. So they are suffering from stress, enormous stress and anxiety. And Due to stress and anxiety, they are taking cigarettes 10, 15 per day. So this is the cause of the heart attack. Whatever operation we have done in Ruby Hospital, in less than 40 years of the age, we have seen these patients are suffering from anxiety and stress. There is no history of hypertension, no history of diabetes, no familial history. Only stress and anxiety is the cause of the heart attack in this kind of patients. So what we have to do, we have to tell these guys, the anxiety and stress will be there, but don't be panic, be meditate, consult with doctors, and if your stress and anxiety comes down, don't smoke, then the chances of heart attack will be very less. Now, how to keep your heart healthy? These are the whatever we have discussed. We have discussed regarding the factors of the heart attack. What are the causes of the heart attack? Now, how to keep your heart healthy? Number one, dietary. Number one, you have to take plenty of waters, vegetables. These vegetables, fruits, and plenty of waters you have to take, because what will happen? These vegetables and fruits contains most of the antioxidants, and these antioxidants will definitely reduces the chances of the heart attack. So what we have to do? We have to do take vegetables, take fruits, plenty of waters. If any patients are suffering from the heart disease, then he or she can take the water as per the doctor's requirement. But in case of normal patients, you can take plenty of waters. This is the number one. What is the number two? Number two factor is walking or exercise. You have to exercise yourself. I have asked so many patients who are suffering from the heart attack that these patients are coming and they are telling that we are walking. But how much you are walking? He is telling, yeah, I am going out of my house and my bus stand is another 10 minutes or 15 minutes away from my house, or auto rickshaw stand is away 5 minutes away. So I am walking for that distance only. I am telling, no, that is not enough. You have to walk for at least 30 to 45 minutes in a day, morning and evening, for walk only, not you are going outside to go to hospital or go to office, not like that. You have to make a routine that you will walk in the morning or evening 45 days. Because what will occur after walking? Because after walking, the collateral circulation of the heart will increase. If the collateral circulation of the heart is increased, then there is a less chance of heart attack. So most important thing, you have to exercise. If you can't exercise, you do walking morning and evening 45 minutes. That is the most important thing to increase the collateral circulation of the heart. So number one, dietary restriction, dietary modification. Number two is walking. Number three, how to decrease this lipid and cholesterol and triglyceride, because this cholesterol and triglyceride are coming from our kitchen, because our mothers, sisters, wives, they are preparing good, nice foods and they are serving to our table and we are eating that foods. That is increasing our cholesterol triglyceride. How to decrease that one? Decrease is one is you have to don't take any fish, any non-vegetarian items like fish, mutton, chicken, or egg, because all these contents are very much rich of proteins, and this rich of triglyceride and cholesterol will be increased. But if you are to take the fish, you take little bit of fish, small fish, not the big fish. If you are eating egg, don't eat the yellow portion of the egg, only white portion of the egg you have to take. Chicken you can take one piece or two pieces at least once in a week, but mutton never. Red meat is a high level of cholesterol, and this cholesterol will deposit in the heart and it will cause us of the heart attack. If you see in a Bangladesh country, I have gone there and I have seen so many patients in Bangladesh. They are which the local people in the Bangladesh take red meat every day, at least twice or thrice a day. So that will deposit in the coronary artery and causes the heart attack. In Bangladesh, the incidence of the heart attack is very high because of the red meat. So avoid red meat, avoid chicken, avoid the yellow part of the egg, and if you are taking the fish, take little bit of fish. And some patients will come to us and ask what oil we should use. I should tell you should use olive oil if it is possible. If it is not possible due to your cost, use any oil which is zero cholesterol level is there. So less oil should be there. So that will reduces the cholesterol and triglyceride in our body, and reduces the chances of the heart attack. So first is dietary modification. We have already discussed. We have told about the exercise. Number 3, we have told about the how to decrease the cholesterol and triglyceride. Coming to the last point, the thing is smoking. You have to reduce completely, and other things. If you are suffering from hypertension or diabetes, regular meet the cardiologist or regular meet the local doctors. Check your blood pressure every day. Check your blood pressure regular intervals. Check your sugar level regular intervals. And if any family history is there, so you should do a echo in every 6 months to see your heart. And if there is any symptom, any chest pain or any heartburn is there, don't take pantoprazole from the local shop or ranitidine from the local shop. Go to the doctor, consult your doctor, because your life is very important for your family and friends. So once the heart attack would be there, chances of the heart function comes down and survival chances also come down. So you should, if there is any chest pain or any problem is there, come to the doctors, show your doctors and take a proper treatment. Thanks.